So I had an incident happen yesterday that I wanted to talk about because this is not the first time that something like this has happened to me. And I know it's something that other people have had to deal with, and this is certainly the most extreme version of it happening. But we're gonna have some story time, and then we're gonna talk about all the reasons this is just fucked up and not okay. Okay? Okay. So I got a new headset for my streaming setup, and that caused an audio issue that I was trying to figure out how to solve. And after spending a couple days on it and asking a bunch of people, I thought I came up with a solution, which required me to go purchase a cable. So I went to a store that will remain nameless and walked in, and it's a Tuesday morning. It's like 10 a.m. They've been open for an hour. I understand it's slow and they need stuff to do, but that does not excuse what happens. So I go in and I get the usual greeting from the guy who's by the door, saying, can I help you with anything? I was like, no, I'm good. I know exactly what I'm after. And he goes, awesome, and goes back to doing whatever it was he was doing. And I head back to the area where all the cables are. And on my way there, I realized that they have a bunch of gaming keyboards and stuff set out too. And I am looking to finally get a gaming keyboard now that I've kind of gotten my setup established and all of that. And I think I know which one I want. But I needed to test it. I can only read so many reviews. I want to actually, see what this feels like. And I had it out along with a couple others. So I'm like, great, now I can compare them side by side. This is awesome. So I go up to the keyboard and I put my hands on it. And at this moment, a gentleman walks up and says, how are you doing today? Can I help you find anything? I was like, no, I'm good, thank you. He was like, oh, you shopping for something for a boyfriend or brother or something? I was like, well, no, I'm looking at the keyboards for me. And he goes, are you sure you really need something like that? That's a pretty heavy-duty piece of hardware. We've got regular keyboards over here. I was like, no, thank you. I'm aware of where the regular keyboards are. I'm specifically looking for a gaming keyboard. He goes, are you sure that's really what you need? And I go, yes, I am sure it is what I need. Thank you. I will let you know if I have any questions. And he goes, okay. And he starts walking away. So he's in the process of walking away. He's no more than 6 feet away from me when another individual who works at the store comes up and goes, can I help you find anything today? And I was like, no, I'm good, thank you. Just taking a look at the keyboards real quick. He goes, well, if you just need a keyboard, there's, keyboards over here. I was like, I know that's where those keyboards are. I'm checking out the gaming keyboards. And he goes, well, who are you shopping for? I was like, I'm looking for something for myself. And he's like, he goes, these are pretty hardcore keyboards. Unless you're seriously hardcore into gaming. I'm like, I am. He goes, are you really though? And I go, yes, I am. I will let you know if I have any questions that can't be answered by the internet or the back of the box. Thank you. He goes, okay. So he walks away. So now they're both gone. I'm playing around with my keyboard. I'm like, okay, I've tested this. I am in for sure love with this one. So yay, want to get one of those. But I want the stealth version of it, and they only have the clicky version. I was like, well, I can't buy it here anyways, which is good because I don't want to after those guys. And I would like for that to be the end of the story, but it's not. So I finally go over to the wall where all the cables are, and there's just a wall of cables. It's just a big wall of cables, and I'm like, well, I need to find the cable. I know exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an RCA Y cable that goes to a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. I say headphone jack, 3.5 millimeter jack. It's the same thing. It's going to go to my headphone line in on my PC. No one cares. I know what I'm looking for. I know exactly what I'm looking for. I even looked it up online before I showed up to make sure they had one in stock, so I know they've got it there. So I'm looking at the huge wall, and guy number 3 comes up, and he goes, can I help you find anything? I was like, well, actually, I know what I'm looking for. I just can't find it on this wall. Here's what I need. And he goes, why do you need that? And I was like, well, this is what I'm trying to do, and this is the solution I've come up with. And he goes, I really don't think it's gonna work. I don't think that's what you need. He's like, I think you need to do this. And I was like, I actually tried that. It didn't work. I've tried this, this, and this. Those also didn't work. I need this cable to try what is supposed to be the final possible solution before I just have to accept defeat. He's like, okay. He's like, well, if that's what you think you need. And he starts walking away. I was like, can you help me find down here? He's like, if you're so sure you know what you're doing, I think you can figure it out yourself. So he leaves, and I'm like, WT fuck. Alright, so now I'm still staring at the wall, and guy number 1 comes back up, and he goes, can I help you with anything? I was like, I'm trying to look for this cable. And we have the same fucking conversation I just had with guy number 3. He's like, what do you need the cable for? I don't think it's really what you want. Yes, it's what I want. Can you just tell me where it is? And so while we're gesturing and I'm getting irritated, I find the cable. I was like, oh, here it is. This is what I need. So while we're talking, guy number 2 comes back up. He's going, is everything okay over here? Can I help you with it? Help you guys with anything? And I'm like, no, I got the cable I need. Everything's fine. It's like, oh, what do you need the cable for? Are you sure that's really what you need? So I was like, yes, this is what I need. Thank you. And I start walking up towards the front. And the two guys are following me to the front. And they're still trying to, like, ask me questions about stuff. Trying to figure out, is this really what you need? And they're like, oh, you didn't get your keyboard? You know, wasn't what you were looking for? And I was like, well, no, I need the stealth version of it. I just wanted to make sure the feel was right before I went and ordered it from Razer directly. And they go, what do you mean the stealth version? I was like, well, it's like you guys have the clicky version, you know, I need the stealth version. And they're like, well, it clicks because it's mechanical. It's like, you want a good, you know, if you're really serious about this, you want a mechanical keyboard. I was like, I know I want a mechanical keyboard. That is a mechanical one, but it has the green buttons on it, which make an active clicking sound. There are orange caps instead where it doesn't have an active clicking sound. It's still a mechanical keyboard, but it's just quieter, and I would like a quieter one. And he's like, are you sure it's not just a color preference? You know, it's a light up thing. You can make whatever color you want. I'm like, I am not talking about the colors of the keys. I'm like, if you pop one off, it's a different color under there. He goes like, okay, whatever you say. He's like, you know, if you want to come back for just like a Logitech keyboard or something, let us know and we'll show you where those are. And I was like, you mother... So, the point is, this is something that happens all the time, whether I'm in an electronics store or looking for hardware or looking for games or anything like that. And it's not, I will give people credit, it's not as bad as it used to be. It used to be way worse, where people would go out of their way, like even just other customers, to harass you a little bit about it. Now it's more just employees, which almost makes it worse. I don't know, maybe it's better, I can't tell. But this is something that I deal with on a regular basis, and I know other females who are like myself, who are into gaming and building their own computers and things like that, that you have to deal with, because there is this overarching assumption that because we are female, we don't know what we're actually talking about, despite the fact that we've done our research. We're talking like we know what we're talking about. It's like, I like rattled off shit about this keyboard. The guy had no idea what I was talking about. I'm like, I understand if you see, as an employee, if you see a woman in a store you don't usually see a woman in, feel free to ask her if she knows what she's looking for. You know, it's like, can I help you with anything? Say that, because you should be saying that to all your customers anyways. And if she says, no thank you, I got it, take it at face value and get the fuck out of her face. I don't like this condescending bullshit where there's the assumption that if you ask enough questions, eventually I'll cave and reveal I don't actually know what I'm doing. Or I'll cave and go, actually, yeah, I'm looking for something from my boyfriend / husband / brother / other male counterpart. It's obnoxious. It's obnoxious. I just want to play my games in peace. I want to buy my games in peace. I want to get my cables set up in peace. For the record, the cable totally worked, and I want to film it working and go back to the store and go, look, you bastards, this is exactly what I needed. I'm doing this because it's my phone. Like, this is exactly what I needed, and it worked, so, But I won't do that because I'm far above it. And I thought about before anybody says anything about this, when I was leaving the store, I thought there was a brief moment where I went, I should ask for a manager. I absolutely should. But at that point in the exchange, my fear that it was another dude bro manager, just like these guys, overrode kind of my urge to want to say anything. So I'm like, if it's another guy that's just like this, or God forbid one of those three guys, I'm like, now I'm just the silly girl who just couldn't, deal with whatever. I want the situation to be done. So I just left. And it's not a store I usually go into because of situations like this. There's other places I can go for these things, but at 10 in the morning on a Tuesday, it was my only option, so I went. So my request for all of you watching is gentlemen, please, for the love of God. And I know a lot of you who are actually watching this are like, that's terrible and you would never do it. But share it with your friends. Share, if you see somebody doing this, step in and tell them to stop being a sexist asshole, and just take it on face value that we may actually know what we're doing, and you don't need to force yourselves on us, force your help on us, help, putting that in quotes, and that maybe we are capable people of researching the things that we need and looking into the things and actually enjoying the things that you enjoy. And ladies, you are not off the hook either. If you find yourself in such a situation where someone is being condescending just because you have boobs or a vagina or anything else that just feminine about you, and so they assume that you don't know what you're doing because of said feminine qualities. I want you to do me a favor, and I want you to look them dead in the eye, and I want you to tell them that you do not appreciate being talked down to simply because you are of the female persuasion, and that if you need any help, you are in fact capable of asking for it, and that if you don't need any help, you would appreciate it if they leave you alone, and if they don't, you will wedge your foot firmly up their ass. And I hope that maybe if you do things like this, you might not notice that you do things like this. And I hope that maybe now that I've talked about it in a very animated sense, that if it comes up again, maybe you're going to be a little bit more receptive to it and realize what you are telling the individual that you are talking to. Because it's not just saying, I don't think you know what you're doing. It's like, at that point, these people were telling me they didn't value my knowledge base or my opinion or any of my background, history, research, anything I had done. It was like, obviously, none of it matters. And I think that's the worst part about it, is being told that not only are you expected to not know what's going on, but they will, when you show them otherwise, they will just continue to treat you as such. So, heart all of you, you rock. I'll talk to you later. Bye.